It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, coming up next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Third down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Hurts going to hold on to this one. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And in motion is Brown. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Austin Eckler now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. on the option. Here's Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And this ball batted away and incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's second down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the give, it's Robinson. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a...
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Washington.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody. And it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high percentage completion for the quarterback. And when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run it. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Has his man, it's Samuel. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
1st and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. They'll run with Robinson. And this time he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Man in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 3rd and 9. To throw is Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. 3rd and 5. They'll throw with Daniel. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second down and 3. Throwing now, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Throwing again, Daniels. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on 1st contact and 2nd contact, for that matter.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He's got his man. It's Smith. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A second down throw for Hurts. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And now it's going to be third down.
Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's first and 10. To throw is Daniels. Pass brought in by Samuel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. And that one incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To the air again is Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Man in motion is Brown. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Tight end going in motion here. They'll try to run here with Barkley. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Dotson, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Hurts. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Samuel has it working in the middle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The motion man here is McClure. On play action, Daniels. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. Second and a yard. They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Throwing now, Daniels. That's taken in by Brown. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is second and a yard. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. They'll drop to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. Well, it's pretty clear where the defense anticipated this ball going on 4th down. They did a great job against the tight ends and the wide receivers, but the guy they didn't account for was the running back, and the quarterback sensed it, got it out of his hand quick, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down. Daniels gonna throw again. He's got it inside the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Throwing again, Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
To the air again is Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one.
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th, as the kickoff comes. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Williams now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone, inside the 20. A huge play there in overtime. It's a gain of 49.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He's got it at the 3. From the 1, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Now Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
This kick is good. He knocks it through, and they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course, they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So, the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. The motion man here is McClure. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The tight end Ertz in motion. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll have a Commanders first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's going to go all the way to win it here in overtime. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.